In this online platform, I'll be giving 5 Python lectures covering the basics, and then at the end we'll talk about some reading and writing of files, and then figures plotting. And because I'm from Earth System Science, we mainly want to teach something related to the applications in studying meteorology. My name is P.L01, and I'm from the Chinese University of Hong Kong. So this is the first lecture. This is supposed to be the supplementary notes for the course ESSC 4520, numerical modeling. So this Python lecture series is not supposed for people who have already taken the following courses, because for these courses we cover a lot of the programming. So the students, they need to hand in programming assignments throughout the courses. And also this lecture series is not for the people who are familiar with programming. So in other words, it's for very beginners. Okay, so today we will talk about the installation and the difference between the interactive mode and script mode, and then variable assignments, and finally some basic mathematical operations. Okay, so what is Python? It's actually a commonly used programming language, and it's very simple and easy to write. And the main advantage of this programming language is that they have a lot of pre-written functions, which means that you can think of anything, for example, in math, and you can find a function for it, and you don't have to write the whole thing. Okay, so this is the main advantage. So this is just showing you how simple the syntax can be. We'll cover the details later. So you can see that it's in plain English words. So you can see the word input here, and then birth year, birthday, and the age. And you have, just by reading the English, you will have some basic ideas of what this program would be about. Okay. So why do we use Python? Because it's free and it's open to public, which means that if you have written a Python program and then you want to use it later, because it's free, you don't have to worry about the license problem. Okay, so in this course, we mainly talk about the applications of using meteorological data. But a lot of the skills that we cover will be universal. So if you go into other fields, and the functions and the syntax that you have learned in this Python lecture series will be useful too. Okay, so this is just a joke about the difference between C program and the Python. So in C program, you have to put semicolon after every single line. And in Python, you don't have to. So it's the same hello world program, and you can look at how complicated it is for the C program and how simple it is for Python. Okay. So what can we do with Python? A very important thing that we need from Python is data plotting, of course, because for meteorologists, we need to visualize the data or the analysis that we have done. Okay, the second thing is the statistical analysis. So before you plot all the data, all the analysis, you need to do calculation, right? So they also have a package for that. You can tap into this link and then find out a lot of different functions for statistics. Okay. And also very important is plotting contours. So we need a lot of contour graphs in meteorology because we need to visualize different weather patterns. So it's very important too. So Python can also do animated plotting, but this is not covered in this lecture series. Okay, so how do we install this? So you are recommended to use Anaconda, so please download that. There's a link here. You can just click download, I think. Okay, so now we are on the screen where we have to choose Python 3.7 and 2.7. So in this lecture series, we will use 3.7. Okay, please download this one. So if you're Windows user, please just go to the Windows user page and then download the corresponding distribution. Okay, so there is an installation guide written by one of my students, Joey Lam. So if you're a Windows user, please click into this link. Okay, there's a step-by-step web page in here. Okay, I don't think you need my help in this area. Okay, so for Mac user, please use this link. Okay, so after you have installed everything, how do we check if we have installed the Python? So in the Windows system, you need to search Anaconda prompt, so these two keywords. And in Mac, you need to tap this Launchpad and then search terminal here. Okay. Okay, so what do we do next? So we type Python in your terminal or your Anaconda prompt. So these two small graphics here is just reminding you how you get here. Okay. So we just use the terminal and then type Python, enter, and then you see that there is a place where you see these 3 arrows. Okay, which means that you have successfully installed Python 3.7. Okay, if you see 2.7 in here, you got the wrong distribution. Okay, and then how do we escape, or how do we leave this Python interactive mode? We type quit and then brackets. Okay, and we go back to the terminal mode. Okay. Okay, next we need to check with the installation is that if we have all the tools that we need. So tools including Python, Conda, Jupyter, and Spider here. So in here, these two graphics is just reminding you how you got here. Okay. So we type, so for Mac, you type which, and then these tools, and then in Windows system, you use where, the function where in here, the command. Okay. Okay, now because I'm in Mac, so I use which, Python, Conda, Jupyter, and Spider. Okay. So it means that I have installed just 3 of these tools. There are 4 of them: Python, Conda, Jupyter, and Spider. I only have 3. Okay, never mind. Okay, so next we install the extra packages. Remember the functions that we need. Okay, so what we need is we need this file, environmental.yml. It's also written by one of my students, Joey Lam. So this is the file. We just need to download this. Save page as. So save as .yml on desktop. Okay, I have this file on my desktop here. Okay, and then so this black box is for Windows system, and then this white box is for Mac system. So how do we install this package? We just copy the whole line. So Windows user, please copy this line. I am copying this one for Mac. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, so you don't have to look at this because I've already installed it. So that's why we're seeing some error messages here. I have already installed the environmental packages or environment for future use. So if you have successfully installed the package, this is what you will see. These few lines. Okay, it's applicable for both Mac and Windows users. Okay, and then the next step is, so this is just for your reference. If you have difficulties downloading this environmental.yml, you can just copy and paste and create a file yourself. It's just a text file. Okay, and then next what we do is that we type this conda activate earth on the screen. Okay, so now we have successfully activated all the packages we need for future use. Okay, because what you can see here is there is a bracket earth here. Okay, next we need to install the text editor, Visual Studio Code. So we can just tap into it and then download from Mac. I've already installed this. So after you have installed this, you will have to unzip the Visual Studio Code, and then it's on my desktop. Okay, I put it on my desktop, and then what is the next step? Okay, the next step is to open Visual Studio Code. Okay, and then view extension, view extension. So here I'm viewing the extension that I have. So I need to search Python. Okay, so the first one I think should be the first one. So originally we have the install button here, but I've already installed it. So you can just tap this install button and then install this Python package for the Visual Studio Code. So here I'm showing you here. So you just click view and then extensions, and then in this box you type Python and then find the Python package and install it. Okay, after you have installed this, we need to explore a bit about this editor, Visual Studio Code. So how do we get into a page like this? So first of all, we can click View and Explorer, View and Explorer. Okay, and then this box is View and Terminal, View and Terminal. So we already have the terminal here. Okay. The next step